What's up, guys? It's Rey-Jay back with another video. And in this one, I want to break down what's happening with SPY, Tesla, and the overall market. But just know that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out my Mumu link. If you deposit $100, you're guaranteed 5 free stocks. If you deposit $1,000, you're guaranteed 15 in total, not to mention 8.1% APY on invested cash. The offer ends very soon, in just a couple of weeks. Anyways, now we're looking at a very, very nice market so far. We got the PPI numbers, and as a reminder, everything was close to, if not above, expectations. Some of the metrics were well above expectations, such as PPI year over year. So, with the high data, the market did get a small dip. However, I warned you all to watch our key supports. If we held them, then once again, we'd be looking for a bounce. And so far, the market is attempting to bounce. So, we're holding our key supports. If you look at the 30 minutes time frame on SPY, we're holding our key EMAs thus far. We managed to hold above 605.5 specifically. That is the pre-market low. We did dip a little bit below it to grab liquidity, only to get bought back up. And now the market's attempting to bounce right here. So there's this imbalance over here, which makes me suspect that they may try to pump this closer to 608. And if we break past this, we could be looking for new all-time highs from here. But this is under the assumption that 605.5 holds very close to our 200 EMA. Under that assumption, yes, there's going to be a bounce, and this could be looking for new all-time highs. But like I said in this thumbnail and in this title, there's going to be a bounce if this level holds, and we could be looking for new all-time highs from here. Okay, but we gotta hold this support. So far, we're holding it nicely. We'll give this more time to develop, but we're doing a good job, in my opinion, thus far. Also, the QQQ has a very similar setup. So the QQQ was at that 530 resistance, but notice that we're trying to hold above our 50 EMA, very close to this 526 area, which is the level I called out in the morning. I think this aligned with our 4-hour 20 EMA. Actually, no, it actually was a little bit short of that, but it doesn't really matter. We held 526. So it's the same setup on the QQQ. As long as we hold the 525 to 526 area, this is going to continue to try to push, and we could be looking for new highs from here. So there's an imbalance over here as well, around very close to 530. We could be heading towards that. But once again, let's just wait for confirmation. As long as we continue to hold above 526 on a 4-hour basis, we're going to be favoring the upside. So just keep that in mind for SPY and the QQQ. The market is trying to bounce right now. And then we also have Tesla. It's looking decent. Now, it did get a dip. We did call out a potential dip. And I mentioned to everyone, if we had lost the 420 area, we could be approaching our previous all-time high. Came a little bit short of that. We hit 416 instead of 414. So it was just like 2 points away, which is still completely fine. But the reason why we bounced a little bit beforehand is because our 30 minutes 50 EMA held us up. So we bounced very nicely on Tesla. We're holding support as long as we don't lose. Now at this point, the 50 EMA. So 418 is the main critical support. 418 to 414 in that range. As long as that does not break for Tesla, we're favoring upside. And it's going to be looking for the 430s very soon, especially like 435 or so. That could be coming. And Tesla could be looking to break all-time highs again. And we could be on our way closer to 440 as long as we manage to hold above 430. So we're looking pretty promising right now. I think we're doing a good job. Besides that, let me just double check. We have Nvidia. Nvidia dipped down to about 135. Now we're getting bought back up. I want to see it reclaim 138 to bounce. We're a little bit short of that so far, and we're just shuffling near our key supports. So if you look at, for example, the 4-hour time frame right over here, you can see we're barely holding our 200 EMA. We'll have to see if this holds or not. We are making higher lows right here, so this could attempt to get back up to 138. However, like I said before, it's a little bit lackluster, and I would have been hoping for a much better move. I want to see it get back above at least 138 to bounce. Otherwise, let's just see how well it gets back above 137.12. And then if we get back above 138, there's going to be more potential in this. Otherwise, it's just kind of shuffling. For Bitcoin, we're looking more bullish. We did dip a bit to about 100,000. I was talking about 100K, maybe a little bit below that was coming. We dipped a bit only to bounce back up. So we're now going to be approaching all-time highs on Bitcoin. We're going to be looking to see if we can get back up to about 104,000. It is more bullish looking. We did hold support, so pretty good so far. Besides that, we have ES. ES is holding supports. we called out 60, 67, 60, 77 as our supports on ES. I said that in the morning and notice that we're holding that very nicely. Now we're trying to bounce off that range. As long as we don't lose 60, 67, I think this favors to move back up to 6100, but wait for confirmation because this is a little bit more tricky than SPY. For NQ, it's the same thing. We're trying to get back above our key levels. As long as we hold 21,620, we could be on our way for about 21,800. But watch 21,620 on NQ. We got to hold that for now. Apple did dip to about this level right here, the 245 zone, which is what we called out in the morning. Now we're seeing buyers trying to defend it. So there is an imbalance above, which could bring us back up closer to 250. As long as we don't lose 245, 250 could be our potential target. For others out there, we have, let me just double check. The IWM Russell 2000, this is on a bit of a downtrend. It's making lower highs and lower lows. Unfortunately for the Russell, small caps are a little bit weaker in the market right now as a lot of money is into like big tech. So we are seeing this downtrend that's being respected so far. We have not broken out yet, so we just remain stuck range bound in this channel. So we have to wait for that to develop. Otherwise, it's still pretty much just stuck. For Coinbase, we're trying to bounce in the 4-hour time frame. I did call this out in my morning video. It's showing some potential. As long as we don't lose 312, this could be honestly back up to about 324. So we'll see if we get a bounce from there or not. For Amazon, we look more bullish. We'll have to see if 230 holds. Otherwise, we're going to likely favor 232.5 to 235. We look more bullish for 232 plus. For Meta is looking more bullish. If you look at the 4-hour, we're still holding it very nicely, especially above our 20 EMA. We could be approaching 640. 640 could be coming very, very soon. We look very, very nice right now. As long as it does not lose 621, we favor the upside. Microsoft looks more bullish. I was talking about how this could dip closer to like 444 before it tries to bounce, 444 to 445. We actually dipped to 446, so it came a little bit short of my target before getting the bounce. But now we're very bullish. We broke out right here. So as long as we're above 450, we're looking for 460 is our next potential target, 458 then 460. For Google, we dipped a bit. We were talking about how it could get close to about 192. It actually dipped down to like the 194 area, so a little bit short. However, this imbalance held up at 193.9. So as long as we're above the 194, this could attempt to get back up to the all-time high. It's very possible to try to get back up there. So we'll see about that. I think there's potential in this most definitely, and then we'll have to just see how it goes, at least from here. So in my opinion, we could get closer to 200. I think Google's holding up very well, and I think we're doing a wonderful job, at least thus far. Anyways, as far as the market goes, let's see how well we hold this support. As long as spot does not lose it, this could be a nice sign that the market is trying to turn, especially when you look at the 4-hour time frame, and there's potential building. We held this low at 602 from 2 days ago. We came up after CPI, came down because of PPI. Now we're trying to bounce again. So it just goes to show that we're making a higher low here, and this could be favoring a bigger push later on. So thus far, the market's favoring bulls. They have a bigger edge, and we'll see how things end up going. Thank you for listening, and peace out.